The story shifts to the minister's palace. The celestial dragoness appears, looking at the throne. A voice says to her, "Would you like to sit on this seat?" She gives him an angry look. The man says, "The celestial emperor hasn't appeared for many years. It has been empty for ages. It wouldn't hurt to sit there for a little while." The celestial dragoness says, "Every immortal knows that you are the most passionate about sitting there. Don't play these mind games with me. Enough of this nonsense. Why did you summon me here?" The minister says, still as quick to anger as ever, "I summoned you to inform you that your request for promotion to a higher immortal position has been rejected." The celestial dragoness, annoyed, says, "What? I gave up my domain and my subordinates, and agreed to join the immortal palace. Wasn't that specifically because you promised me a promotion to a higher immortal position after 100 years? The minister says, "My dear, things have changed now. These days, thousands of junior immortals are scrambling to submit promotion requests. If we approved your promotion based on a promise made a century ago, the other immortals would object strongly. I suggest you accumulate more achievements and raise your cultivation level a little. Perhaps next time." She leaves in a huff. The minister says, "What a rush. She left before I could even finish my sentence." The cat appears before him and says, "She's already back. Not good." Lord Shenlong's anger is flaring up again. The celestial dragoness smashes a mountain to vent her anger. The cat says, "Lord Shenlong, are you okay?" The celestial dragoness says, "I'm fine. In fact, I feel great. I just vented my anger in a very controlled way. That's all." The cat says, "You destroyed an entire mountain, and you call that self-control?" The celestial dragoness thinks to herself, "The period of rapport is over. It's time to push him to work harder." Chen appears, wearing the clothes he bought from the store. He says, "Okay, now, my foundation for entering the condensation realm is more solid than before. After completing this, and with the prepayment for the condensation realm promotion, all the elements should be complete, except for some basic supplementary training." He tries out some skills. Advanced promotion, condensation realm. A massive explosion erupts and reaches the sky. A system notification appears. Prepayment for condensation realm promotion has been completed. Physical strength has increased significantly. Spiritual energy capacity has increased dramatically. Maximum health points have increased significantly. Divine sense has been greatly enhanced. Comprehension ability has been greatly enhanced. Exclusive techniques, items, and elements for the condensation realm have been unlocked. Another window opens, showing the following. Please meet the required conditions for the condensation realm. 1 condensation pill completed. 10 super foundation stabilization pills completed. 3 vials of super spirit herb essence completed. 10 layers of spirit attraction realm completed. Chen says, "That's it. That was easier than I thought." A system notification appears. A side quest has been activated. Purify the secret world while suffering from the bleeding curse, and within the time limit. Upon completion, 30% of your cultivation and 30% of your merit will be deducted as a benefit for advancing to the condensation realm. Late payment will result in compound interest. He says, "Damn, brought bad luck upon myself. But wait, where is this demonic cave?" The system opens a magical talisman to transport him to the cave. He says, "What? No time to even prepare." He is then transported to an unknown location. The system says, "Countdown, 20 minutes." He falls into a place with many traps and ambushes. He clings to a sidewall before reaching a trap. He says, "That was close. I almost lost my life. Even though my health bar is thicker now, injuries still hurt. And who knows when the bleeding curse will strike. If I can avoid it, I'd rather stay away from injuries." While trying to get out, one of the traps is activated. He blocks the trap's attack. He says, "My speed, strength, and reflexes have all improved significantly. Although this knife isn't the best, with some magical power, I can cut through a rock thicker than a stone with a single sword strike. These are the benefits of improving my basic cultivation." Chen flees from the trap towards the exit, but is surprised by a stone hand heading towards him. He activates a spell, Black Abyss Fist, Flame Thunder. The spell destroys the stone hand. Assistant notification appears. Countdown, 17 minutes and 36 seconds. Suddenly, many stone warrior figures appear before him. He says, "I'm bound by a time limit. I don't have time to play around with you guys." Suddenly, his body starts bleeding profusely, and a giant stone warrior appears before him and tries to hit him. Chen activates his rock golem preemptive skill. A giant hand emerges from the wall, blocking the blow. A notification from the system: you are suffering from severe blood loss. Boiling blood may activate your attack power. Your attack power has increased. He strikes the rock golem, destroying it with a single blow. A system notification appears. Please complete the rock golem training. Control the golem to use various offensive techniques against enemies. He attacks the rest and finishes them off with the rock hand. The story shifts to Chen's former manager, who has restrained one of his female employees at the company. He strikes her. She is shown tied between two pillars with a spell cast on her. The girl says, "Manager, I only drank 1 can of soda. How did I wake up in this place?" Manager Cheng Kixian says, "Why haven't I made a breakthrough in after taking the condensation pill? And this dragon isn't responding to my offerings. Now, I will have to ask another ruler for help to get another condensation pill." The girl, frightened, with blood dripping from her nose, says, "Offering? Are you trying to sacrifice me? I earn 3,000 a month and work like an animal. And now, I have to offer my life too?" The company contract didn't mention this anywhere. Manager Kixian says, "Our company has nothing to do with this. Look, the contract you signed was with a talent agency for clients." The girl looks at the contract and says, "How can this be?" Kixian grabs the girl and holds a knife to her neck, saying, "All right, enough talk. It's time for you to go on your way. Maybe you'll grow a brain in your next life." The girl, scared, says, "Don't kill me. I don't want to die. Please, don't kill me." Suddenly, the opposite wall shatters and Chen appears. He looks at Kixian holding the girl and says, "Isn't this my dear manager, who treats his employees like his own children?" A system notification appears. Rock golem. Untrained stage has been automatically completed. Kixian says, How did you find this place? And all those mechanical golems outside? Did you get past them?" Chen says, "You're not even surprised that I'm still alive, are you? Well, I guess someone already told you how hard I am to kill. Maybe that dead brother of yours?" Kixian gets annoyed and says, "My brother was killed by you. So, the condensation pill he had. Do you have it now?" He attacks him, saying, "Give it to me now." Chen blocks the attack and says, "Look at you. Aren't you even curious to know how your brother really died? Is this how cold and harsh sect heirs are towards each other?" Kixian says, "I only helped him kill you before because saving his face was also saving my face." He attacks him, saying, "But now that he's dead, and as his older brother, it's my right to inherit his possessions." Chen strikes him with a powerful blow that shatters his left arm and throws him far away. A blue evil aura activates. Chen says, "This evil aura." The system appears and says, "Countdown, 9 minutes and 20 seconds to complete the mission." He goes to the restrained girl and frees her. The girl says, "It's you. You disappeared without a trace after you left the company. I never expected you to become this powerful." Chen says, "No time to explain. I'll have the golem escort you out first." But Kixian activates a spell. The golem takes the girl and kills her to sacrifice her. A demon appears after she has been sacrificed. Chen says, "I tried to use my divine sense to assess her cultivation level, but I received a backlash instead." He says, "What kind of being did Kixian end up sacrificing himself to?" She rushes towards him to attack, but he blocks her attack with his dagger. Due to the force of her attack, he couldn't block it. She injures his shoulder and delivers a powerful kick that sends him flying into the wall, but she prepares to attack him again with her sword. Chen says, "Her blows are heavy and powerful. When she attacks again, I'll need to use the rock golem to help."